What's going on? Welcome to Asian Cosell. So I have a video by dating right, and this is the price of choosing the system over your own men, and we're gonna see how this is going to go. Dating right.
I know that would make me popular on this app because I have a day job. A real.
Well, that didn't age well because I no longer have a day job, a real job. I was laid off from my job, my six-figure job in tech, about 2.5 or 3 weeks ago.
My sisters, everything you did
Let him cook.
is finna come back on you because they have people in place, government-wise, to show you we used you to destroy the village. I see the girl. We are the most educated. Yes, they sold you a degree that ain't finna be worth.
Well, guys, it looks like Kevin Samuels predicted it right because winter is here for modern women.
It is time for women to come back to the table and come clean. $15 trillion pumped into the economy. There is no more money. There's about to be not a global recession, a global reset. Winter is coming.
Y'all, my corporate job just fired me. I went in today all nicely dressed like I am. And, they sat me down and told me they were letting me go. After 6 years at this company, I am no longer there. The reason before y'all even get, to thinking that it was because of something that I posted on here, it was not. It was because of budget cuts. And not only was I let go, but others were too. So yeah, that was still surprising to me. I mean, I immediately asked in my, exit, just want to make sure that this is not about performance. And they clarified this is not about your performance. This is solely based on, us not getting the grants and these things that thought we were getting and us having to cut back. And so I had to write it all down as they were talking because I had to make sure, what? What after 6 years?
I just got back from a hot girl walk, which was about 3.5 miles. So,
Yep, there you go. And that's the thing. And a lot of these jobs are just like, we're going another way. Well, it's called AI. And a lot of these women are losing their gigs now. So,
wa- walked around downtown Minneapolis. But real quick, I go through ups and downs of the morning and of losing my job. And in some moments, I am so happy and so free, and I'm super excited. And in other moments, I am so depressed and so disappointed in how much I put into something and it didn't work out.
108,000 Black women have lost their jobs or been terminated within the last few months. I'm a part of that group. FAMU is under attack. No experience in higher education, is a Trump supporter and is politically aligned to do his bidding at the institution. Meanwhile, other public HBCUs are under attack for funding. Look at A&T, Tennessee State, and privately held HBCUs are trying to keep their motherfucking head above water. Black women and Black men are fleeing the country in droves and going to other countries like Thailand and China, and even back to Africa.
By May 8th, 2025, 106,000 Black women lost their jobs, including me.
And those of us that's been out here trying to find work again, it's basically just been non-existent. And I'm starting to feel like this is by design because there are over 100,000 women, same story, who has applied for over 300 plus jobs and just not getting it, not getting any replies. There's just no feedback. Or you get the emails that says, hey, we have chosen someone else that has been more qualified for the job, even though my experience and my education fits the job description.
Yep. And then, of course, again, feminism said, yep, you can have it all. You can get your career. And now a lot of you guys don't even have your career. It's sad. So, but usually it's not someone else. Again, hate to sound like a broken record. AI. That's what's going to even start happening. There's not going to be even someone replacing you. It's going to be the institution of AI.
Description perfectly. And I don't know what I'm going to do. This is the first time in a long time that I am actually starting to panic. You know, I came from nothing. I came from the bottom of the barrel. And I spent years building myself, educating myself, paying my way through college, going through a lot of experience to get to where I was in my career, for it just to be snatched away. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I am facing homelessness. I'm about to lose my car. I can't pay on my credit card, so my credit is about to take a severe hit. Dashing is not enough. It's just not enough money. There's so many people that are out here unemployed just like me.
Incredibly difficult to be a Black woman, but it's even more difficult to be a Black woman who is not smiley. When I saw this article, I was shocked but not surprised, disappointed, but yet, can I really be that disappointed? Black women, especially those of us who voted overwhelmingly for a different option, we're going to face backlash on some level. The reality is that a lot of federal workers are or were Black women. I've been thinking a lot about how difficult it is to be a Black woman at work, especially when you are not a smiley Black woman. I am her. She is me. I am not a smiley Black woman. Blame it on the Capricorn in me. If you see me smiling and laughing, you know it's genuine. I can't fake it. In a workplace, especially during times like this when it's difficult to find work, it's going to be even more impactful. As a Black woman, you are expected to show up and put on a show. And if you are not showy, if you are not smiley, it can be very difficult to advance. It can be difficult to get sponsored at work, promoted at work, to have your ideas and contributions recognized at work, all because you are not smiley. It's not okay for us to be serious.
Well, just in general, yeah, if you're really not smiley with a good personality, yeah, they're gonna just kind of say, okay, yep, we don't want to move her up, the personality. So yeah, and of course, I remember Kevin Samuels bring up like, yo, have you had a black woman smile at you? And of course, I have black women smile, and I didn't even think of it. They smiled to anyone that wasn't non-black, and then I went up, and the black guy that went to order his food, her smile disappeared. I'm like, holy moly! Just in general, smiling. for the sisters. I'm like, holy moly, what? Whoa. So yeah.
It's not okay for us to be neurodivergent. My question is for us, what are we doing about it? How are we going to create spaces for ourselves to be ourselves? How are we going to create markets and industries that allow us to not just survive, but to thrive and to grow and to create and to be really strategic about the way that we use our dollars and the way that we move in this economy?
And I get what this woman's trying to say, but that still is no excuse to not be cordial or at least smile at work. A lot of times, as soon as there's an issue, they're looking to cut some people off. They want to save some money in the budget. Those unhappy, non-smiling people are going to be the first ones to go. So I don't like her excuse about that. When it's time to make those cuts, yeah, they're going to get rid of the most unpleasant person in the room first. Like, that's to be expected. If there's 12 employees and you got to get rid of 10 or 8 of them, you're going to get rid of the ones who are not as pleasant to be around. You talking about it's hard for you to even smile at work. It sounds like you don't want to be there anyway.
I just got let go from my job as part of organizational shifts and return to office. As you guys know, I have been a remote employee for the past 5 years, really since the beginning of the pandemic. And I'm crying not because I'm sad that I got let go. Obviously, the instability of losing an income always sucks. What sucks most about being let go is somebody taking control out of your hands. I always preach internally and here at home that we have got to be the people in the driving seat of our futures, of our careers. And when a company takes that control out of your hands, it sucks because all of a sudden the plan that you had, the roadmap that you were on board for is gone. Now you've got to start over. And this is why you've always got to have a plan B, a plan C, and most importantly, an emergency fund.
I'm gonna say Black fatigue, so TikTok can push out this video because that's what's trending. But I want to talk about the unemployment rate within Black women. Now, the month-over-month increase in unemployment rate is at 1%. However, that 1% is high. So we went from 5.1% to 6.1%. Now, the unemployment rate in white males also increased by 1%, but their unemployment rate is low. It's like in the 3s or something like that. So let's talk. Do y'all think the U.S. is trying to wage a silent war against Black women because they know if they was to say something and make it loud, we would combat it? But I think they're trying to do it silently. We are the strongest group of demographic people in the United States. Think about it. The Latin community, they voted against their own self-interest. I think even at a higher rate within each other, they are divided. White women are divided. White males are divided. Black males is not as strong as us in their numbers and how they vote. We have the strongest united front, and that's dangerous. And then we're also educated, and that's dangerous. So I think they're trying to silently knock us down because they are adding jobs at a higher rate than our unemployment rate. And they're not caring about us. They're not talking about Black women that's losing their jobs. Like Black women lost 106,000 jobs in the month of April alone. And we are typically the head of household. They're not talking about it. I know we're on break, but this is something that we need to talk about. It's a lot of us, we all have a group think sometimes when it's in our best interest, and we're all educated. We can get together and let's figure this stuff out. Let's talk about it. Let's get this trending. I don't care what that white woman talking about. I don't care about her. Let's talk about this because we are taking care of these kids. When these kids are hungry, they're looking to us. When they need something, they are looking to us, mama. So let's talk about how we're going to get these black women.
Yeah, and of course, the 1965 or some 60s Benefits Act. Black man out of the house. And this is what happens. So, yeah. And let's see. So it is what it is. Yeah, and I'm gonna just end the video there. But I just wanted to just bring this to light because yeah, it's not just black women, it's everywhere. Everyone's getting hit up. Everyone. But of course, you guys making a big huge deal about this. 106,000. But even the black man, the white, it doesn't matter. Everyone's hurting. So it is what it is. All right. So shout out to Dating Right, and that's his channel. So go check him out. And if any of you enjoyed any of this content, please give me the HKO special, help the king out. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment. And wherever you are, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video.